I see that you're working with Scikit-Learn's RegressorMixin. It's a crucial component in Scikit-Learn's regression framework. I'll explain its role shortly. This statement is correct. The "fit" method is the heart of any machine learning model. It's where the model learns from your data. RegressorMixin provides this essential method. You feed it data, and it uses that data to learn how to make predictions. Absolutely correct. After you train a model with FIT, you need a way to use it. That's what the PREDICT method does. It lets you give the model new, unseen data, and it will return the model's prediction for that data. That's right. RegressorMixin uses inheritance from BASESTIMATOR, which is a superclass in Scikit-Learn, to handle essential tasks like saving and loading model settings. This is incredibly important for managing trained models over time. This is often not directly involved in the model's training or prediction steps, but instead lets you manage the model as an object. This is incorrect. RegressorMixin isn't a regression model itself. It's a helper class. Think of it as a toolbox that provides useful methods to real regression models like LINEARREGRESSION or DECISIONTREGRESSOR. This is the instruction for the multiple-choice question, reminding you to select all the answers that are correct. Remember, more than one option might be the right choice. This is the topic of our discussion. We're examining the role of RegressorMixin in the Scikit-Learn machine learning library. I'll explain what it does and doesn't do. Correct. The RegressorMixin gives us the FIT method. Think of FIT as the training step. We give it data, and it learns the patterns. Another correct answer. RegressorMixin also provides PREDICT. This lets us use the trained model to make predictions on new, unseen data. This is also true. RegressorMixin builds upon BASESTIMATOR, inheriting its capabilities for saving and loading the model. This is super useful for later use. This refers to a specific class within the popular Python library Scikit-Learn. A library I use a lot for machine learning. It's a crucial part of building regression models. Think of it as a toolkit. The fit method is where you actually train your regression model. I feed it data, and it learns the relationships within that data. Just like a student learns from their lessons, the RegressorMixin gives this essential training functionality. After training with the fit method, the predict method lets the model make its predictions on new, unseen data. I give it some input, and it predicts the output, like a fortune teller, but hopefully more accurate. This is the core function of any regression model. This means RegressorMixin builds upon the functionality of Base Estimator, a foundational class in Scikit-Learn, inheriting its features. One key inherited feature is model persistence. I can save and load my trained model, which is incredibly useful. This statement is incorrect. RegressorMixin doesn't define the core functionality of each model. Think of it like this. It provides essential tools, but each regression model, like linear regression or decision tree regressor, is a unique machine built using those tools. It adds common functions, not the whole machine itself. This simply indicates that you're dealing with a multiple-choice question related to the features of the RegressorMixin class within Scikit-Learn. I'm talking about the RegressorMixin in the popular Python library, Scikit-Learn, which we'll call Sklearn for short. It's a crucial component for building regression models. This is the core question. We need to figure out which statements correctly describe what RegressorMixin does in Sklearn. It's a multiple-choice question, so more than one answer might be right. This statement is incorrect. RegressorMixin doesn't define the entire functionality of a regression model. Think of it more like a helpful add-on. This is correct. The fit method is essential for training any regression model. RegressorMixin gives models this capability. Another correct statement. The "predict" method lets you use a trained model to make predictions on new, unseen data. "RegressorMixin" provides this functionality as well. Correct again. Base estimator is a base class that provides methods for saving and loading trained models, making it easy to reuse models without retraining. "RegressorMixin" inherits these benefits. Remember, multiple answers could be right. Make sure you carefully consider each option. These are the options you'll choose from to answer the question about "RegressorMixin". This refers to a specific class within the popular Python machine learning library, Sklearn. It's a crucial component, but not a standalone model itself. Think of it as a toolkit. I see this statement is correct. The "fit" method is where you train your regression model. You feed it your data, and it learns the relationships to make predictions. It's like teaching a dog a new trick. This is also true. Once the model is trained using "fit" "predict" is used to get predictions for new, unseen data. It's like asking your trained dog to perform the trick. Correct. "Base estimator" is a base class in Sklearn. "RegressorMixin" inherits from it, gaining functionalities like saving and loading the model. This is essential for saving your trained model for later use. This is false. "RegressorMixin" doesn't define the core functionality, it only adds common tools. Specific regression models, like "linear regression" provide the actual core algorithms. It's like the toolkit doesn't build the house, but it provides the tools to do so. This refers to a specific class within the popular Python machine learning library, Sklearn. It's a crucial component for building regression models. I'll explain what that means in the next few rows. This is a base class in Sklearn. Many other classes, including RegressorMixin, inherit from it. Think of it as providing foundational tools and methods. One key feature it gives is the ability to save and load models. This is a method, a function within a class. When you call "fit" on a regression model, you're giving it training data. The model uses that data to learn the relationships between variables. It's the core of model training. After training with "fit", you use "predict" to make predictions on new, unseen data. You give it some input features and it returns predicted values based on what it learned during training. These are methods that let you save your trained model to a file and load it later. This is really helpful because it lets you reuse models without retraining, saving computation time. It's like saving your work so you don't have to redo it. This is the main question. It's asking you to identify what actions and capabilities the "RegressorMixin" class offers. This statement is incorrect. The "RegressorMixin" is not a complete regression model itself. It only adds some standard regression features. This is correct. The "RegressorMixin" class includes a "fit" method, enabling model training. This is also correct. The "RegressorMixin" class also has a "predict" method for making predictions. This statement is correct, because it inherits from "base estimator". "RegressorMixin" gets those handy methods for saving and loading trained models. This refers to a specific class within the Sklearn library, a popular Python machine learning tool. It's not a complete model itself, but a building block that adds crucial capabilities to other regression models. Think of it as a toolkit. That's correct. RegressorMixin gives the "fit" method to models that inherit it. The "fit" method is how you train a model. You give it data, and it learns the patterns within that data. Absolutely. RegressorMixin also includes the "predict" method. Once a model is trained using "fit" you use "predict" to make predictions on new, unseen data. This is the core of how you use a machine learning model for making predictions. You got it. RegressorMixin inherits from "base estimator". This means it gets additional abilities from "base estimator", like methods for saving and loading the model, which are super handy for keeping your trained models easily accessible later. Nope, this is wrong. Remember, RegressorMixin is a helper class, not the main event. It adds essential features but doesn't define the whole model's behavior. It's more like a superpower upgrade than a standalone hero. This instruction tells us to choose all the options that are true statements about RegressorMixin. In this case, you need to find which of the above correctly describe RegressorMixin.